If there's one thing I've learned from watching Family Guy all these years, it's that Peter Griffin is certifiably stupid. He does a lot of dumb things, but one of the big ones is crashing his car on a regular basis. Sometimes it's an accident, but sometimes it's on purpose. I'm not the best driver, but I can tell that driving like Peter would be nightmare fuel. In this video, I'll assess Peter's physical and mental abilities and use this to determine whether he's fit to drive. Before we move on, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot and only takes a second. Let's look at Peter's physical capabilities first. Given that Family Guy is a TV show, this means that the laws of physics and the strength of the human body doesn't need to match real life. Despite being physically unfit, his body is pretty strong. After each crash, he usually returns to normal in a scene or two. Crashes of this nature usually result in serious injury and death. If he can survive car crashes, his body should be physically capable of controlling speed, steering, using wipers, and car blinkers. Peter Griffin also wears glasses, which presents visual issues, but he has proven that he can adequately see through them enough to complain about a traffic controller and get sad when a distance speed sign calls him fat. On the other hand, his mental capabilities are another matter entirely. Peter is intellectually disabled. This is confirmed in Season 4. Peter realizes that him and Forrest Gump are brain buddies. Having below 70 IQ has the main following symptoms: slower than normal in all areas, reading and math skills up to grades 3 to 6. This doesn't limit Peter from conforming socially and holding a job. Since Peter lives in Quahog, which is a fictional town in Rhode Island, intellectually disabled residents are allowed to drive if they pass a pre-driving test. Given that the Family Guy doctor isn't a reliable examiner, we'll have to assess it ourselves. Rhode Island's pre-driving test assesses physical skills, cognitive and thinking skills, driving knowledge, vision, and perception. For this, we'll just focus on the cognitive side. Peter has shown that he has enough driving knowledge to complain about road rules, and the other areas have already been discussed. The cognitive part assesses 8 different skills. Some of these overlap, so I'll categorize them into decision making and focus. We'll use other examples of Peter's behavior to examine each aspect. Throughout each season, Peter's stupidity gets worse and worse. In turn, this diminishes his decision making abilities. Here's a few examples. He locked his keys out of the car. He hires a bulldozer to destroy his own house to prove he's not intellectually disabled. Accidentally whipping his own kids when trying to look cool. This shows the following: his thinking speed is really slow. He doesn't have good judgment, which means that he can't effectively determine when his ideas are good or bad. His decisions do not consider others. This is really bad for driving, as it means that he won't consider how his driving will affect others, leading to more accidents. His focus isn't looking good either. In Season 3, Stewie is riding a tricycle and he starts to record him, only to get distracted by the plastic bag drifting through the wind. More importantly, some of his car crashes are a direct result of being distracted. The first one is when he's checking himself out. The second one is when he's busy reading a comic book and then he looks up to see a tree in front of his airbag. This is enough for me to say that he doesn't have adequate focus either. So with all of this in mind, should he be driving? Absolutely not. He might be physically able to use a car, but mentally he lacks the decision making and focus to drive safely. Peter is a bad driver, parent, and overall human being. But he's funny and he's not real. He's basically an anti-role model. He teaches us the right thing by showing us the consequences of his actions, including his bad driving.